We're 10 days away from the play-in tournament. In my last video, we looked at the top 3 teams in each conference and found some value players with potential for deep runs in the playoffs. In this video, we'll look at the current 4 to 6 seeds and do the same. These are guys that are expected to get past the first round. We'll analyze advanced data, compare their L10s and current prices. This is the weekly video on Sorare NBA. Let's go. Welcome back, everyone. We'll zoom in full screen here today. I'll make this video as concise as possible. But before we do, I have a big announcement. You've all been asking for it, and the NFTY Sports Private League has finally expanded. This league filled up with 100 participants early on in the season. Sorare has just allowed me to reopen it into a mega league. At the end of the video, I'll do a segment with some shout outs. The link to join is down in the description of the video. While you're down there, check out the other socials. Join the Discord to chat during the week. And of course, if you haven't already, help me out by subscribing and hitting that like button. All right, let's dive in. Okay, let's start off with the Western Conference. These prices should be updated as of, Friday morning, Thursday evening Pacific time. I'm going to go over here and take a look at the standings real quick. The 3 teams that we're going over for each conference, we'll go over the Suns, Clippers, and Warriors in the West. And in the Eastern Conference, we'll be going over the Cavs, Knicks, and the Nets. Right here, I have the starters and the key role players for each team. What I'll do right after this is I'm going to compare the 2 guys that are similar price points, similar cap points in the data spreadsheet from our friend David. Smart Data. You've seen it before here on the channel. It's a really useful tool. The guys that we'll go over are Ayton and Clay today. So right here we have CP3, L10 of 39, cost of $12. Booker, L10 of 43, cost of $64. KD, if he can come back healthy and strong, 46 L10. That's a nice one right there. I have this one. I bought this one at around $72. So the price has gone back up to where I bought it at early in the season. Ayton, again, we'll analyze that in just a second. 32 for a cost of $18, a Koji 20 and $8, Campaign L10 of 18 and a cost of $7. So what we did last week on this video, a lot of people did like it. It was, kind of just found guys of value. You got to focus on what particular competition you'll be going after. For me, for the most part, I'm going to be focusing on the limited contender competition, trying to make it all the way through the playoffs and go after some of those limited contender prizes. So if you have a limited budget, focus on one particular contest. If you have a little bit bigger of a budget, maybe you can go after multiple contests. If you have a big gallery, good luck in those playoff long contests. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So Draymond, I like down here, 29 for $10. Looney, I also have, it's a 31 at a 9. But the big guys on the Warriors, Steph, L10 of 45 with a cost of 75. Clay, you got an L10 of 32 with a cost of 17. We'll compare him just a second here. DiVincenzo, Kuminga at 9 and 12 on the prices there. DiVincenzo with a L10 of 19. Kuminga with an L10 of 25. And then Poole down there, his prices remained pretty steady throughout the season at $22 with an L10 of 27. We all know Poole has a lot of potential to score big. Russ over here on the Clippers, L10 of 29 with a cost of 15. Kawhi, 45, and his prices continue to go up. It is at 39 right now. I was eyeing this thing back in the low 30s just a couple of weeks ago. Batum had a big game last week, L10 of 14 with the cost of 8. A lot of guys on the Clippers. If you know the Clippers well, you're able to get some guys at lower price points and you can insert them into the lineup. You're going to have to pay attention to when they're playing and when they might have big games. But if you're following the Clippers very closely, then guys like Zubac, Terrence Mann, Norman Powell, and Plumlee, also in Batum, also all below the $8 price mark. Here's the spreadsheet for Ayton and Clay doing the comparison there. They're both putting up 34.2 points per game, roughly the same points per minute. Ayton a little bit higher on that front. Ayton, of course, more defensive statistics as opposed to Clay. Clay, you're getting your points from him going off from three. If you look at the fantasy points per minute chart, they're both pretty comfortably above the 1 fantasy point per minute. Both of their L10s seem to be creeping downward just a little bit, which could potentially increase their price as they have more room to fit in cap lineups. All right, the Eastern Conference is a little bit different. There are a lot of guys who are getting minutes and participating in these rosters. So let's go over the Knicks. The two guys that I'll compare here are Jalen Brunson, L10 of 36 and a cost of $23. Michael Bridges, L10 of 37 and a cost of $23 also. So we'll see which one of those guys, if you're looking to pick one of them up, might be the best option for you. Brunson, Randall, Barrett, Quickly, Grimes, Mitchell Robinson, and then I threw Toppin, Hart, and Hartenstein in there. Handful of guys right here. 20 caps down to like a 9 cap Obi Toppin, all right around the $10 range, some even $7. So Obi Toppin is a 9 cap for $9. Robinson's the 23 cap for 10. Quentin Grimes, 21 cap for $9 right there. Quickly's at a 35 right now, $15. RJ is at a 30 cap, $11 price point. Randall, 41 for $25, and then Brunson up there, 36 L10, cost of 23. Same goes for the Nets. A lot of guys kind of contributing over there. Bridges, I got Dinwiddie, 37 L10, cost of 12. Cam Johnson, that could be a nice one right there. Gets hot from three, puts up a lot of points. L10 of 28 with a cost of 9. I do like the value on that. Finney Smith, 16 L10 and a $4 price point. Claxton in there looking nice, 36 with a 13. Royce O'Neal has creeped down all the way to $3, a 26 L10. Seth Curry, Joe Harris, Cam Thomas, and Sharp all under $10 as well. And then for the Cavs, we got Darius Garland. He's right along the same price point as the guys that we'll be comparing, Brunson and Bridges. So an L10 of 34, cost of 22. I could have very well just thrown that one in there as well. Donovan is more expensive at 51. You could maybe compare that to a guy like Booker. Jarrett Allen has been banged up in and out of the lineup, 34 for a cost of 15. Isaac Okoro also injured, I believe. 40 is his last 10, cost of 22. Osman in there, $3 price point. Karis LeVert, $7 price point. So those are the cheaper guys right there, Okoro, Osman, and LeVert. All right, let's take a look at Brunson and Bridges right here. So same cap, same price, $23 each. This is one that I really like. We got a 38.6 points per game versus a 34.6 points per game. But what I like even more is that Brunson is about a 10% higher, maybe even 15% higher fantasy points per minute than Bridges. So he's putting up 1.12 for every minute that he's on the floor. And then Bridges is at 0.98. So given that info alone, Brunson also has some more turnovers that you're going to want to take into consideration, less defensive stats. So steals, blocks, rebounds, stuff like that, more going to lean towards Bridges. But in this case, I do like Brunson slightly for the upside. Yeah, he's basically right here. If we look at the charts, he's been above 1 fantasy point per minute for basically the entire season. And we see Bridges kind of picking up steam as of recent, which does make sense. The highs, Bridges has gotten up north of 70 for one game, and has also had some big 60-point games, but so has Brunson over here. So in this particular case, I would lean Brunson myself. Again, drop a comment and let me know what you think. If you're cutting out from here, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to my cards and I'm going to use this analyzer tool to get my swap in for the day. And again, I'm gearing this toward NBA playoff teams. Let's go ahead and pick somebody to swap out, and then we'll throw in the options into that analyzer tool also. A lot of good playoff contenders here. I am going to be focusing on the common pickup also for the tournament long NBA playoffs too. So got to take that into consideration. Let's get Simons out of here. Had a great season, but the Blazers are toast. Sorry, Blazers fans. All right, let's trade this guy in. Anderson, have him. Beal, have him. Jalen Green, Reeves, and Connaughton are the only other options. For me in that case, this doesn't even really make sense to use that analyzer tool because Connaughton is such more of a low cap, and I already have an Austin Reeves. That would be the choice if I did not have him already. Anderson, same. I already have him. So for a low cap guy that I could potentially plug in, 3-point potential, I'm just going to go ahead and go with Pat. There we go. All right, let's shout out the winners of the NFTY Sports Private League right here. I had a brutal week. A couple of guys with no games that really liked my lineups in. Shea ended up with an ankle injury. Simons didn't play. That lineup right here was looking pretty nice. So let's see who made it to the top. For the pickup, shout out to Phantom Back, my boy. Play Sharper Leon up at the top again, and Teg 13. Nice scores, 288, 285, and 276. For the limited contender, Alabek, Detroit Bad Boy, and Manu Ndio. If you are new to the league, you're going to have to compete with these guys every week. These guys are top dogs in the private league. See them up there very frequently. Nice scores of 233, 221, and 221. This one was decided by fractions of points right here. Limited champion, we got GM Keeper, Ahmad Scientist. Let's go, Ahmad. Nice work, man. And then Teg 13 again. Nice solid scores of 275, 264, and 261. And for fun, we'll do the underdog and the uncapped common. Teg 13, Leon Yu Rung Lo, and then Ahmad Scientist in there for the underdog. And then the no cap, Gerardo Ortega, X Roth, and Jean Sorare. 301, 301, and 301. Fractions of points up here. Let's take a look at the top lineup from Gerardo. Luka, Giannis, AD, Harden, and Jaylen Brown. All right, there it is. Join the NFTY Sports Private League. Link in the description of the video. Come join us. We are north of 100 participants now. So looks like a couple of people have fallen off, but the league was filled up regardless. So now you're able to go in there and rejoin that league. I know people have been asking about it in the Discord and here in the comments. So excited to finally open that back up for you all. All right, there you have it. Thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing to the channel. I'll be back next week with another video on Sorare NBA. We'll be going over the 4 NBA playoff tournament teams for each conference. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Don't forget to join the NFTY Sports Private League that's reopened to a mega league, north of 100 participants. I'm excited to see you in there, and I'll see you on the next video soon.